with you, we on some hot. Like I told Tisha, when I.
Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to the Roast Session Central. I'm the Nigerian Nemesis, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing the top 3 decks and subscribers of the week. For those of you guys that are new here, I choose the top 3 decks that you submit to my comment section and do them in a video every single Sunday, as well as choosing the top 3 most active subscribers who always like and comment on all of my videos. So that's what we are doing here today. This first deck does come from Acid Burn, and it is a Hog Trifecta deck with the Dark Prince and the Ice Wizard. I know you guys have not really seen this before, but the reason why this deck is very strong is because of the recent update. We have the Dark Prince and the Ice Wizard, both cards which have been severely buffed in this latest update. So let's go ahead and focus in here on this first battle to see if it actually works. Up against Tom, top 228, we're going to start over here with the Hog Rider. So Hog going down, he's going to play a Giant Skeleton there in the back right. He also has the Infernal Dragon, so 2 very, very strong and defensive cards. Luckily, we do have the Ice Wizard right here to help us slow everything down on defense, and then we can also use a Tornado and Fireball if we do need to clean up. So let's go ahead and get our Dark Prince down right here. I've got my Tornado prepared. We're going to get our Archers down in the center and use this Tornado right here to bring all this together, get our Ice Spirit down as well to try and slow everything down. Luckily, one of the Archers is still left alive and not frozen, so that's going to be pretty good for us. Archer will help to take down that Infernal Dragon, and now the Bats go down as well, and we have a counter push going here down with the Hog Rider going back towards his tower. We managed to stop that entire push without taking any damage at all right there. He's going to drop a Skeleton Army, so Zap going down, and that's going to clean up these skeletons, and now we are going to take that tower for sure. Hog Rider still doing so much damage against this guy, and there goes the first tower of the game using a very strong Hog Trifecta deck. This might be the new meta, who knows? We will see what happens right here, but we have managed to take the first tower without taking any damage. Let's go with the Dark Prince on the opposite side, just because we want to make sure we continue to apply this pressure in the opposite lane so he doesn't have a huge push that we do have to deal with. So Ice Wizard will go down right here in the center to play some defense up against this Giant Skeleton and a Witch push. Let's get our Archers down. We do know that he does have that freeze, so it might come down any second. Now there it is, so we're going to get everything here right here. Tornado going down to bring it to the center. We don't want this Giant Skeleton to make his way all the way to our tower and get that insane death damage off. He is actually very pissed off about that, but it's what we have to do here, and now we have to create another counter push. And like I always say, continue to play offense so that we can play defense at the exact same time. So now we are heading right into double elixir time. Let's see if this becomes very difficult to deal with. We're going to go with a Dark Prince and a Hog Rider push here on the left hand side, and it seemed that he knew we were going to play offense, so he did play his Infernal Dragon as well as the Giant Skeleton in the exact same lane. Let's get our Ice Wizard down here in the back, prepared for some defense. He's going to play a Night Witch now as well, so a very strong push and a Graveyard. So let's go ahead and get down our Dark Prince. Use the Tornado here to bring everything to the center and try and take it out. He does have a freeze there on the left-hand side. Let's try and quickly get our Zap down. Dark Prince will fall, but the Zap will come out just barely in time. Otherwise, those skeletons would have went ham on our tower. So Hog Rider going back for a counterattack, as well as the Ice Spirit. He's going to play the Giant Skeleton, but that's not enough. That will be slowed down severely. Archers right here in the center are going to do a great job at stopping the Infernal Dragon. So overall, not too bad. We've got 9 seconds left on the clock. All we have to do is hold out now. Luckily, we do have the Tornado to bring everything back, and we should be good. Fireball going down for those skeletons, and that will be the end of the first battle. So a very strong deck. Very solid overall, so thank you so much, Acid Burn, for submitting the new Hog Trifecta of the current meta. So let's go ahead and hop into the next battle, but this time we are going to switch decks up to the second best deck of the week, coming from Killer Ali Phase 200. He submitted a Golem Beatdown deck. Very, very heavy, 4.6 elixir. Actually, we have the Lumberjack and the Night Witch in here, which I find very interesting. Normally, you don't see that. You see it split up, but we do also have the Baby Dragon. So a very, very strong deck. As I can see it, if you can get to double elixir time, get your collector lead down, and then have a Golem push down, because I don't see anybody stopping a Golem, Night Witch, Lumberjack, Baby Dragon push, all those cards. But of course, the tough part is going to be surviving the early game. So he does have this Miner coming in, Baby Dragon going down, and since he did play the Miner, he doesn't have it anymore for our elixir collector. So he will be forced to use a spell on it instead. And let's see if he has a poison or a fireball. Collector going down. I'm just hoping he does not have any rocket. Otherwise, that could be fairly annoying to deal with in the later game. So Baby Dragon doing its best, but it will get stopped there. He does have a poison spell. And actually, that Ewis is making his way towards our tower. But since I don't want to have to deal with it and waste 4 elixir. We're going to go with this golem here in the back right and hopefully get some damage out of this push. If he has like an Inferno Tower, we might be in big trouble. What does look to be the case is that he had an E-Wiz, and now he also has an Ice Wizard, 2 very defensive cards. We can use this to our advantage because they are both going to give us some serious lightning value in the later game. He does have the Mini P.E.K.K.A, so a very strong deck that our opponent is running here. It might be very difficult for us to deal with. Since the Mini P.E.K.K.A does a great job at shredding the Golem, he also has the Ice Wizard and the E-Wizard. Both cards that are amazing at slowing things down, so very well played so far from Lewis, but we do have a Lumberjack and a Night Witch on that tower. Lumberjack is going to pop his Rage. Those bats will get a few more shots off, and just like that, once I thought we were in a pickle, we actually have this game in control now that we do have his tower down to 299. That's within 1 lightning range, so all we have to do now is switch sides and get him to try and defend the left side with the Golem. That will be the key. He does have that very, very nice miner, and my Baby Dragon won't even take it out. Or at least it won't distract it, so there's no need for us to play that. Instead, we've got our Golem going down once again on the left-hand side, trying to create another push. If we can get all the way to that tower, that would be very solid for us. So let's see what he decides to do here. There he goes with the Ice Wizard. Hopefully he brings out the E-Wiz, and maybe we can get some serious lightning value here. And let's see what happens next. He has the Mini P.E.K.K.A. That's actually better for me. I'm going to try and take the Mini P.E.K.K.A out because obviously he does so much damage on defense for our Golem. So now the Golem is making his way towards that tower. He was actually forced to play a defensive poison there, and he's going to play another Ice Wizard. Let's get our Collector down once again. And here he goes. He has an E-Wiz now coming on the counter attack, and let's see if he follows it up with a Miner, because I think it's a very solid Miner cycle deck that he's running. Very defensive with the Electro Wizard. Gang going down, but he actually played the Miner on the tower. He's forgetting about our pumps for now. He would get extra value out of that poison, but he knows he has to get to the tower. So now we're going to go with a Golem here on the left-hand side and see if we can actually make it there. He is rushing in with the guards and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. So chances are pretty high that we will end up losing this tower right here, but I kind of don't have a choice. I just don't want him to have some insane momentum to take us down for a 3 crown. So now we can lightning this tower, take it out. That Mini P.E.K.K.A is actually still full health, so we have to get this Lumberjack down as well. And it looks like our Golem will get taken out by the guards and slowed up by the Ice Wizard, and he actually has another Mini P.E.K.K.A down on that side of the map. So he is playing some incredible gameplay right here. We do have his tower down just a little bit. It's down to 1405, but our Golem and the Golem Lines didn't even manage to get there. Let's play another Golem right here in the center, and hopefully we can get some death damage off or get something going for us. It looks like we might have been just a little bit too aggressive because the E-Wiz and the Ice Wizard are still doing some tremendous damage. Zap going down, but we still did not manage to get our death damage off with the Golem. So things are looking very shady right now, and we have to focus in here because we kind of went all in, and now we don't even have an elixir collector advantage. So here we go. Baby Dragon should be able to take down this Mini P.E.K.K.A before it does get to our tower, and then we'll be able to clean up the Ice Wizard. He's coming in hot with that Miner poison once again, so I will force down this Golem in the center. We have to try and get it to the tower since he did just play all that elixir. Night Witch going down as well. If we can get there, hopefully get 1 shot off and maybe even death damage. So there goes 1 shot. And there goes the death damage. So now all we have to do is get back to our lightning. And I think the Golemites will do enough damage for us to use the lightning and take down this game. So lightning going down, and that's going to be the end of the second game. So once again, thank you so much, Killer Ali Phase 200, for submitting a very powerful deck. It was very good, but obviously, like I said, it takes a lot of skill to survive the early game, get into the late game, and then overrun your opponents there. So let's hop into the third and final deck of the week. This one coming from Navyat Sayel, and he submitted a very interesting graveyard deck. Actually, it has the Knight Mini P.E.K.K.A and the Executioner. The only thing I do have to say about this deck is you probably want to replace the Mini P.E.K.K.A with a Baby Dragon to get you some more splash on defense. But overall, we are going to try it as the deck came. This was the third best deck of the week. So here we go up against Jesus himself from Altar of Elites. And we have a decent starting hand if he does come on offense against us. We have the Executioner, but he's not. He's going to go there with the Elixir Collector. I've got my log prepared for anything he decides to play against our Mini P.E.K.K.A. He actually has Bats, so that could be an Expo deck because I've actually seen the Bats being used just quite a bit against the Expo, or with the Expo. And the reason why I did play that Tornado right there is because I need to cycle and get a better cycle going. But check it out, he actually has a Golem coming there in the back right, so that's going to be fairly difficult to deal with. We do have the Inferno Tower, but a terrible cycle to deal with. He's hitting us with the good luck because he does know that we are in trouble, especially if he has lightning, because we will be giving him so much value with the Executioner and the Inferno Tower. There he goes with a Baby Dragon. So let's see. This is the moment of truth. The Inferno Tower is starting to light up that Golem. And he does have a lightning spell, so now we might even end up losing this tower. Knight is going to try its best to destroy this golem. We have to get this mini P.E.K.K.A down just to distract against the mega minion as well as the baby dragon, and hopefully we don't end up losing this tower. We're actually forced to play this freeze here, otherwise that mega minion would have gotten so much damage off. The baby dragon would have taken the tower and we would have been gotten in huge trouble, but we might as well have just lost that tower. That he has another elixir collector down in the back left, but we gotta keep grinding. We've got to try and make our way back at it. We do have the graveyard at least, so if we can get a graveyard push down when he does waste his golem, I won't say waste it, but if he plays the golem down and we have the knight and graveyard in our hand, we can quickly take a second tower, or take the first tower of the game. So Executioner is working his way down here to the right hand side to meet up with his golem. We've got the Inferno Tower once again, but this time I'm going to try and get my Knight down to tank one of the lightning bullets, and hopefully we can take down this golem. He does have those bats coming in very hot. Crown Tower's trying their best. He will send the lightning down just to ensure that he does hit the Inferno Tower, which he did. He ignored our tower so that the golem could actually get there and get some death damage off, so he is playing this game very well as well. But we do have another elixir collector, or he has another elixir collector going down here, so we will force a naked graveyard on this tower down here and probably try and get our freeze down. I was hoping to time that with his golem placement, but that didn't work out too well. We've got our freeze prepared, so freeze going down right here. They should be able to clean up. He actually played a golem down, so that's going to look very good for us. All those skeletons all over the tower. He will be forced to play a tornado on defense, because if he did not, he would have lost that tower for sure. So that Inferno Tower will lock on to the golem right there. So let's try and do something here. He's got another lightning. That's just so well played, but we do have our knight down, so let's get another graveyard down, and hopefully a freeze will be able to take that tower for us, and we can equalize the game and get into double elixir time. The knight is doing his best against that tower. The thing with this deck though, it doesn't have any spells, like any direct damage spells. It's got the log, but that's about it. And normally with that graveyard, you want to make sure you do have the poison. Let's play our Inferno Tower, and unfortunately that tower on the left there is at 135, but that's going to be it. We are not going to be able to take that tower down, and we will lose that game, but still a very solid graveyard deck. All I would recommend is switching out the log with a poison, and maybe even switching out the mini P.E.K.K.A with a baby dragon. So here are the three decks for you guys. Once again, you can try out this graveyard deck that I think is pretty solid. Graveyard freeze combination, honestly my first time using that combination. Usually I stick with the poison spell, so actually if you do want to use a poison spell, switch it out for the freeze instead of switching out for the log. Here's the Golem Beatdown deck, 4.6 elixir, absolutely crazy. If you're looking to overrun your opponents in double elixir time, then I highly recommend using this deck. And this final deck from Acid Burn is a very, very good Hog Trifecta deck with the Dark Prince and the Ice Wizard. But now we have to move on to the top 3 subscribers of the week. And the top 3 subscribers of this week go to Jose Zuniga, Kelvin Pena, and Triple Z. You guys were all super awesome this week, always commenting and liking my videos, so I do really appreciate that. I love getting to know all of you guys, so make sure you continue to comment so we can talk, have conversations, and create something special here on the internet. So if you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead and smash that like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for some more future daily Clash Royale content, and I hope you guys go on and enjoy the rest of your day. Peace!